we enter the second quarter of this game back inside the CIS Arena. Here in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, the Saigon Heat with a 5-point lead after the first quarter, 22-17. Marking Javier with Coach Kevin Yerkes. And Coach Kevin, Saigon was able to take control in the early parts. Alab was able to match them in the middle part of that quarter, but Saigon got the finishing kick towards the end.
Yeah, it's only a 5-point game. This is, you know, again, it got a playoff buzz to it. Both teams playing hard, not giving anything, and, you know, I think we're in for a good one today, partner.
Oh! Rosser with the rejection as we start the second quarter here. Fans looking for the goaltend. None given.
Yeah, that one was close. You know, we'd have to look at that again, but nevertheless, the call was not made, so you got to move on and keep playing.
Alab Pilipinas on the attack here. They got Bogman, Rosser, Alfano, Javelona, and Orbestondo on the floor. Rosser for the three-pointer.
7 quick points for Brandon Rosser, and playing with a lot of confidence. And that's what young players need. They get going early, and they can be a big factor for their team.
And he's going to fill in big time for Kalen Chong-son and Lawrence Domingo. So far, so good for Brandon Rosser here. One-legged fadeaway will not work for Barone.
Yeah, Barone's got to get into the body of Rosser. At least take one hit him in the chest, get him leaning, and then make a more creative, athletic move to the goal.
Oh, he falls down there, but Hamilton will recover. Well, tap from behind, and this is a breakaway layup for Pau Javelona.
Oh, Javelona's got to dunk that, partner.
But a quick start here, a 5-0 start by San Miguel Alab Pilipinas in the second quarter to tie things up. This was the tap from behind for Javelona, picked up by Bogman, and quickly back to the Javelona for the easy deuce. We got a timeout on the floor for the Saigon Heat. Back to the coverage, 22 all, 8:34 remaining here in the first half, and San Miguel Alab Pilipinas defense has been turned up here in the second quarter. Coach Kevin, you talked about earlier how they have a lot of two-way players on this team, and that's the key for them. That's one of the biggest reasons in assembling a good defensive team here in the league.
No question. And, you know, I'm looking out here, and you know, there's size mismatches all over the place, but it doesn't matter. Alvano, Javelano, you look at Urbistanzo, they can match up against anyone. These guys are tough, and this has been a staple of why they won their championship, is that they're tough defensively. They get after guys, and they play even that much more with Ronaldo Balkman as their anchor on the back end.
That's right. That time Alvano committing the foul, preventing that basket from Durker, but that was a good spin from Chris Durker to break away from the smaller Ethan Alvano.
Yeah, and you see fouls like this a lot from San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. So they don't worry about it. They'll take the hard foul. They'll put a guy at the line, make him earn a couple of shots, or earn a couple of points, and continue to play on. But you know, they don't give up anything defensively. And you know, from the last 3 games to now, we see a different sense of energy here for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas.
And no matter who they put on the court, it seems like they're always in sync defensively, Coach Kevin, and that's been the key for them.
And it looks like that's something they work on a lot here. Coach Jimmy Alapag, you know, he was a great offensive player when he played, but it looks like he's done a good job of keeping his guys locked in defensively. And you know, here they are, 2-point game, no PJ Ramos, and they're fighting.
Chris Durker 2 for 2 on that trip. Here's Ethan Alvano, good matchup here against Trayvon Hughes. Alvano will pull up for the three-pointer. That's a bit off to the side, and Barone getting the rebound for Saigon. Hamilton starting the break. Hamilton got the contact. Oh, it doesn't matter. He scores off the glass.
Yeah, good defense, better offense. Excellent body control by Hamilton. Gets the nice soft one off the window.
26-22 lead. And Orbistondo with a response from the corner for Alab.
Yeah, ball side corner, especially with Orbistondo in there. You can't lose sight of him. Can't come off that ball side play for and leave Urbistanzo open for the wide open look.
And here is Balkman with a lay-in on the other side. A quick play for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas that started on the defensive end for them.
Yeah, and you know, just a good job of getting hands around the ball. Hamilton has the mismatch inside, but they don't give up on defense. They get the turnover, an easy one.
All of a sudden, they're back on top, but Trayvon Hughes says not for long as he drains that three-pointer.
That's a good shot by Hughes. Good confident shot. Getting back to his early season form.
Urbistondo. Oh, well read by Hughes. Young will pick it up, and Saigon will have it here. Hughes pushing. Quatron, the baseline move, the kick out. Hamilton back out to Justin Young. They go to Trayvon, who is covered by Havilona. 8 seconds to work with for Saigon. Here's the lob, a bit too strong. Hamilton inside, bothered by Rosser. Brandon Rosser is fired up, getting in the face of D'Angelo Hamilton.
Yeah, Brandon Rosser's played very well here. He's going to get a breather here from Coach Jimmy Alapog, but he's going to get a lot of love from his team as he comes off onto the bench. But excellent job of walling up and giving D'Angelo Hamilton a taste of his own medicine.
Fantastic return so far for Brandon Rosser. 7 points as he heads to the bench of Alab. Hughes, the catch and shoot off the inbound. Airballed that one. Bogman starting to break. Goes to the other side. Sumalinog looking. Goes to Alvano. Alvano finding Rivero. Oh! Rivero missing an easy one.
Yeah, he hurried that a little bit. He saw Kyle Barone on the other side, and maybe he was a little bit distracted by Barone.
Quatron missing on the face-up. Here is Ronaldo Bogman. Goes to Josh. Josh fires. That rims out. Alvano getting to it and tapping it from behind for the steal. Bogman will accelerate. And Josh stepped outside, so it will be Saigon Heat basketball. Parks will return to the lineup of Alab here on the floor.
Yeah, sloppy play by both teams. Turnovers, air balls, you know, different things going on. It's a playoff type rhythm. And that's what, you know, playoff teams do defensively. They try to make the other teams uncomfortable offensively, and we're seeing that here in the second quarter.
We'll take a quick break. Timeout on the floor. Saigon Heat still in front by 2. Back to the ball game. 29-27 is the count. Almost halfway done here in the second frame. And so far, Coach Kevin, we have been playing a fast-paced game, at least here in the second quarter. But so far, Saigon keeping up to the pace of Alab.
Yeah, I mean, there's no back down from either team. Alab, especially with Balkman's in the lineup, they're looking to run, get transition buckets, push the pace. But look, Saigon Heat's taking advantage of their opportunities as well. So it's, you know, one team punches, the other team punches back.
Trayvon Hughes, a big reason why they're in the lead right now with 10 points, 2 boards, 3 dimes. Here's Quatron, catch and shoot, no go. Rivero tapping that to Bogman. Ronaldo on the move again. Leaving it to Alvano. Back to Bogman for the finish inside. What's the foul?
All around, that was an excellent play, and it started with the small detail, which is Rivero boxing out Kyle Barone, the bigger Kyle Barone. An excellent job there, which leads to the transition and the and-one opportunity here for Balkman.
Balkmania is back with Alab Pilipinas here after missing 3 games for them with that fractured nose. That's why he has the mask on here, and a good mix of red, yellow, and blue. Colors of the Philippines. Philippines flag, yeah.
Look familiar, right?
Yeah.
You should know that all too well, partner, right?
A little bit.
I don't see any stars and stripes, so it's got to be representing the homeland.
Here's Cal Barone. The 3-pointer, short. Torres, who just checked in, quickly out to the other side. Bogman up. Tried to stuff it in a little bit too strong. Here's Trayvon.
You know, again, Kyle Barone right there is altering shots, and he's just in the right position, and Balkman just overshot that one a bit.
Quatron, Hughes, stopping. Quatron for 3. He hasn't been connecting on those rainbow shots, talking about Quatron, and he's had some open looks already.
He has, and you know, he can shoot. He's a streaky scorer. You know, he'll knock down 3 or 4 in a row and then come back and miss, you know, 3 or 4 in a row. But, you know, scorers just have to keep on scoring, and that's what he does.
Rivero rattling that one in. And that gives Alab Pilipinas the 3-point advantage here in the second frame.
I like how these guys play, these role players. They know their role. They make winning plays. They do the little things that it takes to win. You know, a box out by Rivero, an extra pass, an open 3. And those are the things you need to do. And you know, he doesn't get a lot of minutes. He's making the most of it here in the final regular season game.
That's right. Those are the little things that often go unnoticed, Coach Kevin. And Alab has taken care of those, taken advantage here in the second quarter, and has translated to points for them.
Yeah, what it tells me is that these bench players.
Oh, Trayvon Hughes banking that one in for the 4-point play opportunity. Sorry, Coach Kevin.
That's okay.
Back to your point.
And that one was worth it there. We were talking all these nice things about Prince Rivero, and he runs over Trayvon Hughes. But you know, we talk about this. You know, this is the sign of a team. You know, you've got a team full of professionals, guys that don't play a lot.
Yeah.
Yet when they come in the game, they're still willing to do the little things, not try to come off the bench in a game that's essentially meaningless in the standings to try to be a hero.
Yeah.
You know, Rivera comes in, or Bastanzo comes in. They do what they do to help the team win, regardless of their minutes or their roles. And that's a good sign, and that's a sign of a championship team.
Yeah. Credit that to the team, credit that to the coach for instilling that culture and that mindset to all the players, of course. And this will be, I believe, another free throw for Trayvon Hughes.
And when I watch San Miguel, Alab, Pilipinas, when I watch the game within the game, I don't see players rolling their eyes at Coach Jimmy Alapag. I don't see any bad body language, no throwing towels or bottles. You know, there's mutual respect up and down on both sides, and you know, and that's why they have a winning culture.
We know what Coach Jimmy has done for Philippine basketball.
And in fairness, we don't see this in the Saigon Heat team either. It's a tight-knit group. They got great chemistry, and you know, they play for each other, and they play well, and they respond to the game plan that Coach Julius provides.
At that time, Balkman getting pushed to the floor. Not intentionally, though, by Chris Durker.
He might have got flopped to the floor a little bit there. I don't see Chris Durker knocking Ronaldo Balkman 6 or 7 feet into the basketball court, but nevertheless, that's what veterans do. They know how to sell fouls.
There's Balkman again, back from the inbound. They go back to Parks outside, 9 seconds to work with for Alab. Parks stops on the dime, stolen away by Hughes.
It's hard to throw bounce passes to Miggs in the middle of the lane there.
And Trayvon Hughes gets fouled by Prince Rivero on the break. So the rejection by Parks will get negated by that foul.
Sorry, partner. Prince Rivero is getting his money worth with these fouls today. And they're at the expense of Trayvon Hughes.
Yeah. He's doing it against Trayvon Hughes.
He's got a big body. I wouldn't want him hitting me in the air, but you know, he's just playing hard, trying to make a play for his team. And unfortunately, Trayvon Hughes is the benefactor on the other end.
And you see here Coach Jimmy Alapag convening with his players, talking things over. They're down by 1 here in the second quarter as Trayvon Hughes misses the first free throw. He's got 14 points, though, across his name.
Now, speaking of Parks, Ray Parks Jr., I've had a lot of people ask me, you know, what's my assessment of him? And if you know, in other words, how would I handicap him at the collegiate level in the United States? And you know, I've gone back and forth with Ray Parks. But I look at him, and I'm easily convinced that he's a high Division I player. You know, that could be playing at a major university in the United States. He's got size, he's got the IQ, he's a two-way player, and I'm really impressed with his game on both sides.
And he can drop into the point too, Coach Kevin, because when he went to the G League for a while, as we see Balkman again with a Balkmania jam. Down the middle he goes.
There's got to be help there from the weak side. You can't just let Balkman go unabated to the basket. I mean, someone's got to step in and take the charge.
Yeah, Balkman really taking it strong to the hole in this first half. And that time it was tapped out of bounds by Trayvon Hughes, so Alab will have it. Going back to my point earlier, as we see this replay, Balkman breaking away, turning, and going for the slamma-jamma in that sequence. Parks played point when he was in the G League for some time before going back to the Philippines to play for Alab.
Yeah, he's one of those possession-type point guards. He's not going to push the pace. He's not going to be snaking through with dribbles, but he's going to command the offense and really get his guys set and make plays with his IQ and his execution.
And he's playing, or he's doing the playmaking here for Alab Pilipinas. Good two-man action. Oh, Balkman with a save.
Great save there by Balkman. That was a turnover in the making, but you know, his length and athleticism you see there.
Sumalino, 5 seconds to shoot for Alab. Balkman for 3. No good. Oh, Rosser skying high for that rebound. He loses the handle though. Balkman gets it back. Stripped away again by Hughes. Trayvon is on the move. Trayvon, left-handed lay-in is good.
Yeah, excellent play there by Hughes. He recognizes that Ray Parks is there to potentially block the shot, but he kind of fools him and shifts it to his left hand with a nice little finish.
Balkman with the answer on the other end. And we trade baskets.
And he took a swipe there at Trayvon Hughes. That should have been called. He hit him with a push and it looked like a right hand down there, and he was upset by not getting the foul.
Turker puts it up off the glass, too strong. Alab with a chance to tie. Parks with possession. Rere up top here against Chris Turker. He's got the quick disadvantage, but he will leave it off to Balkman. Ronaldo for 3 again. Too strong. Rosser tapping it from behind, but D'Angelo will recover.
And that's a win for Saigon Heat if Balkman's going to shoot those outside threes.
Turker, one-handed rebound. Dirk with a cradle. Theron with a tip-in. A basket and a timeout right after by Coach Jimmy Alapag. Saigon Heat beating it by 2 possessions, 40-36, with under 2 remaining here in the first half.
And that's how it should be for 2 perennial playoff teams. These are 2 of the better teams in the league, and you know there's no point in playing a mop-up game to end a season when you know you got to use these games to get your final tune-up before the end of the season. Yeah, an excellent job of using his length and athleticism. And, he's getting up there, above Perone on those rebounds, and credit to his effort and his energy. Yeah, that's that slice cut play that Saigon Heat likes to run, and if Balkman's going to guard Hamilton on the perimeter, that slice cut's wide open, and I was wondering when they might go to it, but a great job there by Kyle Julius to get that play out of the timeout. Yeah, I thought it was an excellent first half.